Today is Tuesday. I think it's March 18th. And we're with the second grade from St. Peter's at Ferndale Gorge. And it is a beautiful gorge. Great rock formations. And just a narrow gorge, which is very, very interesting. Lots of interesting growth here. It's still early spring. Not much coming up yet. Mosses and a few ferns still around. But we'll see what the kids can find when they get here. This is just a part of the amazing views that we have here at Pulpit Rock. I mean, close to Pulpit Rock, near the end of the gorge as it goes into the lake. There's people down there. It gives you an idea how far down it is right here. All the layers of sandstone that are exposed. It's amazing. We get a view of the lake here and more of the exposed rocks. Sandstone washed through, maybe 10, 12,000 years ago by the glaciers, when the glaciers breached the great dam at Glacial Lake, Wisconsin, up north. The waters came rushing through here, carving this out, and also the Wisconsin dells. Here's one more view from the tip of Pulpit Rock here, out toward the lake. And the boat landing is maybe a mile down. Beautiful here.
Okay, look at this! We have to go, Blue!
Alright, guys.
Hey, there's a camera!
Our view now, so we're going to walk, and we're going to walk slowly, just so you can look and listen. What might we be listening for? Yes?
Birds.
Birds, yeah. And you know, sometimes people tell you not to bring phones, and that's probably a good idea. But I bring one because I've got an app that if I press that app, it listens for bird sounds, and then it tells me what birds are around. So I might use that if we start hearing birds. Or maybe some of you, or maybe Sandy or Ashley know about the sounds of birds too. So we'll be asking. Anybody have any questions? Are you feeling kind of strong like hiking?
Yeah.
All right. So I want you to walk behind me on here because it's pretty narrow.
That's my question. I'm not climbing up there. Do you remember when we up there?
Yeah, to look at it.
Mr. Williams, why is this mouse so like dark green?
We're going to see a lot of moss and it's still green.
Oh, I know it lives in moss.
What?
Tardigrades. Mr. Williams.
When do you talk about tardigrades?
Well,
How do you know about that?
yeah, tardigrades are, tardigrades and cancer. Out your mouth. That's really cool. That's kind of like
We'll see. All right, raise your hand again if you're listening. All right, hands down. Somebody just said something about tardigrades. Raise your hand if you've heard that kind of... How come? Where did you hear about that stuff?
Wild tracks.
What?
Wild tracks.
Wild tracks?
Tracks.
It's a cartoon. It's a PBS cartoon.
Oh, it's
Nature.
a cartoon?
It's a good one.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, somebody tell me what you know about tardigrades. Yeah.
They live in moss.
Okay. What else?
They're very small.
Okay.
They can live in really good temperatures.
And they can live in outer space.
Yeah.
They are
like
so
negative
cool.
30.
You guys know so much.
400.
Awesome, you guys.
That's it. We watched like
Girls, raise your hand if you're looking up this way. Here's more of that same kind of thing. It's not really a plant. It's a team living thing. And I don't know if you're ready for this. It's called a lichen. And it's a combination of a fungus and a moss. And it works together, and there's all different kinds, and the more you know about it, the more you're gonna liken it. Oh, I heard a laugh. You get it? It's a lichen and you're gonna liken it? Okay, thank you. What do you think that is? I think it's some kind of a seed. This is a good time for seeds. Let's see if we find lots of seeds. Oh, here's seeds. Little seeds on here.
Oh, I think it's a dead bee.
Oh, you guys are awesome nature detectives. You keep finding interesting things. This looks like the skeleton, except it's really not called a skeleton. It's called an exoskeleton.
Yeah,
Of
they
a-
like shed.
Right, a larva shed this. So maybe some kind of beetle crawled up here and it changed into a beetle and shed its skin. Nice find. Good eye.
Somebody else mentioned they saw a bud. So some of the plants are starting to have buds on the ends of the sticks. So that's a nice sign of spring too. Not
Bye-bye.
It was back there.
Wait.
And here's some roots. Looks like from some kind of a grass.
It was right here.
All over.
It could be everywhere. It can also be on you. No.
Come around. But don't get too close. So we're going to use that scat. So, you remember scat is my favorite clue?
What?
It's my favorite clue
It's the sign of animals.
because it's a unique sign of animals, and it can tell you at least 3 things, probably lots more that I don't know about. The kind of animal, maybe what they've been eating, and whether or not they're healthy or sick, and probably lots more. So we got another different kind of moss here. And the green plant starting to grow. I can't tell what that is though. But,
Mr. Williams.
well, let's talk about this scat first. Okay, so just quickly looking at it, I can see hair in it. So that gives me a pretty good clue that it's probably a wild animal. Probably not a dog. Also the shape it is comes to little points. And it looks like there could be, okay, so hair, And I don't see any bones, and I'm not going to pick it through either. And usually wild scat doesn't smell as bad as like dog scat.
Yeah. And pig poop. Yeah.
That might be, yeah.
Yeah, I hate pig poop.
So, do you think this is from a bunny? No. Bunny scat is little round. And it's usually brown. Is this from a deer?
No.
No. Deer have little raisin scats. How about a mouse?
No.
It's too big for a mouse.
That's almost as big as the mouse.
How about a raccoon?
Maybe.
Maybe, yes. Let's see, what else? Maybe, how about a fox?
Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, you guys are pretty good at that. You narrowed it down to a couple animals already. Nice going.
I have one more. I have one more.
I
have one too. I have one more on what animal it could be.
What?
A coyote.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Good one. I don't know what this is.
What are
Anybody know?
Wait.
Looks like a weed.
Yeah.
It kind of looks
But
like.
sometimes weeds are really just wildflowers. And here we've got some more seeds, different kind of seeds. We're going to see all different kinds of seeds. And more lichens. Oh, are we starting to lichen them?
Yes.
Don't step in that.
Don't step in the
Shell fungus. On the bottom it's smooth. Fungi. Not like you guys. You guys are all fungi. Get it? That's another attempt at a joke. Okay, a lot of fungi maybe have little ridges. The fungus doesn't have seeds though, but it does have a thing called spores, and it's kind of like a seed. And sometimes there are bigger pores for the spores. Sometimes they're very small like this. So this is a fungus and it's really hard. Some fungi are pretty soft. And who knows what these things are? Acorn caps, right. And what is an acorn? Yeah.
It's what squirrels eat.
Squirrels eat it. But what is it? Where does it come from? Yeah.
Trees.
What kind of trees? Yes. Okay. What kind of tree? Walnut tree has walnuts. And you think you know?
A maple or an oak.
An oak. So acorns come from oak trees. And what is an acorn? I'm going to tell you. It's a seed. It's an oak tree seed, but it's also a food for squirrels. And if people do it the right way, they can make things out of acorns, but it's pretty hard. Mostly we don't do that. Let's see, was there something else here too?
Trip found something. Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams. Trip found something.
And what's this?
Pine cone.
And where do pine cones come from?
Pine tree. I have a pine cone tree at my house and it's so tall. Mr. Williams.
And what comes out of the pine cones?
Seeds.
Seeds. Pine tree seeds.
There's a bird. An eagle. Eagle. It's vulture. That's a vulture.
Okay, wait a minute. I didn't get a good look at it. So was there any color on it?
No. It was
Was it all
black.
dark?
Yeah.
Okay, were the wings straight out or were they up like this?
Straight out. It's a hawk.
Well, it could be A big bird that we often see around here is a turkey vulture, but that has its wings up in a V. So if you were right that it was straight out, it was not a turkey vulture, and it could be a hawk or it could be a young eagle. Maybe we'll see it
You
again.
have a flower? Could it be a crow? Look it.
Maybe when we get by the water, we'll see it across the lake.
Mr. Williams.
So the pine cone has seeds. Oh! I thought. Oh no. So they're kind of, oh, look at that.
I got some.
Oh, we struck it rich here with this one.
Same.
So the seed is a little dot like this, and oftentimes they have a little wing, kind of like a maple seed. See them flying?
Yeah.
Oh, this one's great. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I know.
So if you take one of these seeds and you take it home and put it in some dirt, keep it moist, you can start growing your own pine tree. Or you could do this in your classroom.
Ooh.
All right, we're going to keep moving.
I
Oh yeah, look at that. Maybe down low there, there's a big dent there. So that's softer sandstone. And the one sticking out over there, that's a little harder sandstone. But they're still sandstone. And they'd say, oh, maybe that first level was sand from an ocean a million years ago. And then up further top, there might be sand from 10,000 years ago. But here's the thing too. You know, like, you know about the glaciers, right? You heard about the glaciers?
Yep.
They formed a big lake, bigger than Lake Wisconsin. It was called Glacial Lake Wisconsin. And when it melted, when the ice dam melted, that water came rushing through here and by the dells and carved out all of these areas. Like at one point there was rushing water coming down here, and you're going to see where this gorge turns, the water was swirling around and making little dents in the rock walls. It's amazing stuff. Yeah.
When you were walking over there, one of my friends said she saw some water, and then I said there might have been a flood here.
There you go. Yeah. And this, by the way, is the best time of year to come through here because this gets lots of plants growing up in the summertime, and it gets kind of mosquito-y and buggy.
My camera has
Guys, it's going to be a whole lot easier to talk to over here.
Me.
Can you see this?
Charlotte, Trip, come down. Jaden, don't go up.
Can you see the sand coming off?
Yeah.
And you can break this kind of rock. So sandstone, even though it looks really hard, it's one of the softer kinds of rocks.
You got this.
And that's how they measure rocks, on hardness and softness. And sandstone is a soft one. That's why when the water was rushing through here, it could carve it out. See all those little circle dents? It's right where the water was hitting it and rushing and spinning around.
You know what happens here in the wintertime?
I know some of you want to climb. We're going to wait just for a little bit. There's a really nice place where we're going to climb up.
I don't know what it is, but my grandpa Sandy.
Yeah. Stay here though. You can go under there.
Yeah, it feels so nice. It's actually really warm out here. Now my hands are all dirty.
guys, stay here a minute. Slowly.
Nature here. Look at the ice. Are you putting this on video? This is from nature. I cut myself somehow. Mr. William! I found a note over there. It says something. It feels cool. Guys, look at I'm doing this. What? Charlotte! You want a high five? No. I want a high five. Oh my goodness. I'm stopping. My hands are dirty. Okay. And then mine. Everyone take it over my boat.
All right, come on over.
I wonder why that's
Come on over.
Someone had us staying overnighter in here.
The water is
Mr. Williams! There might be a little creek right over here.
So she's saying that it looks like there was a creek along here. And if you noticed, up a little ways, this pathway we're walking on was pretty sandy. So what is going on? What's making that? Yes.
The water.
So when it rains or when the snow melts, it's coming off the sandstone cliffs and it's coming down to the center here and then it's flowing down to the lake. So that's the way our rivers in the United States and all over the world work. The water flows down into the rivers and it brings sand and dirt and all kinds of things with it, and then it ends up in the ocean. So here it would go down into Mirror Lake, and then it would eventually go into the Wisconsin River, and then it would go into the Mississippi River, and then way down to Louisiana. Stuff from here. Yes?
Oh, my name's River.
It is. Are you going to end up down in New Orleans?
I don't know.
Hope not.
I might. There's sand!
Yeah, there's probably a lot of algae in there. We'll just stay here. No, follow the trail.
Okay.
Got it?
Where's the trail, honey?
You stepped on my whole arm.
Trail.
It's okay, just stick to the trail. You're fine. You're fine. No problem, no problem. You're doing great.
That is scary. That looks so pretty. Pretty and scary. Yeah. You guys are doing great. Can I dive in?
No way.
Man!
Here's the trail, and if you stick to it, it gets.
Say cheese.
Wanna go diving?
Save that for swimming lessons tomorrow.
Yeah.
Stay on the trail, guys. Trail.
Girl, not too far. Hey.
And is it a
Thank you.
herbivore,
No,
a
thank you.
carnivore, or an omnivore? How many think it's an herbivore? Only eats grass and plants. How many think it's an animal that only eats meat? How many think it's an animal that eats meat and plants? Well, that would be my guess here too. And what kind of an animal does that? A fox. Fox might.
A raccoon. I've seen a fox.
Raccoon definitely eats, is an omnivore. Yep. So, and it's big enough to be my way. So you guys push and we're going to pull. And then we're just going to look. Ready? On three. Wait. 1, 2, 3. This stuff here?
Wow.
Maybe
Don't get on it. Don't get on it.
All right.
I don't step in. Oh, there's one. A centipede.